Polly Popcorn, do you rent or do you buy? He's the guy that will tell you why. Polly Popcorn at the movies. Hey, that's me. Hello, my fellow Filmigos. It's me, Polly Popcorn, here with Filmigos.com. So Kick-Ass 2 is directed by Jeff Wadlow and stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who is the, if you remember that nerdy kid McLovin from the movie Superbad several years ago. And it also stars Jim Carrey, who becomes a costume superhero as well. And that's basically the whole idea of this movie, is that it takes place a couple years after the first Kick-Ass, where Kick-Ass decides that he doesn't want to be a superhero anymore, but he inspired all these other people to become costume superheroes as well. And of course, he's getting bored, so he decides to take up the mantle once again, and he eventually meets up with this group of superheroes. And the group is led by Jim Carrey's character, Stars and Stripe, who is this like ultra passionate good guy. And on the other hand, if you remember from the first film, Kick-Ass kills Christopher Mintz-Plasse's father, so he decides to seek revenge by becoming the ultimate supervillain. And so what does he do? He goes and forms his own group of supervillains, who are basically just like these crazy convict jerkos. There's really not too much in the visuals department. It's pretty violent, there's a lot of gore, there's lots of blood, lots of like arms and heads and just blood and guts flying all over the place. I don't know, there's something about this movie, and I think it has to do with Christopher Mintz-Plasse's character. You know, if you're going to have a superhero, you got to have a really good supervillain, and I don't think he did that great of a job. I mean, there was no imminent danger. All he wanted to do was seek revenge against Kick-Ass, and that's basically the whole premise from his side of the story, and that's all we're watching. So nothing ever really happens, you just watch people get angry and swear and fight. That's it. That's the entire movie. So what's my rating? I give it an avoid. Yeah, don't even bother seeing this one. This is just like an absolute stinker. There's a whole bunch of other crappy superhero movies that are worth renting. As always, I'm Polly Popcorn with Filmigos.com, because friends don't let friends pay movie prices for rentals. So go ahead to Filmigos.com and rate what you think about this movie.